To Pip Minor SEA qualifiers, we have Tigers versus Warriors Gaming Unity. Yamate not going to get a deny or anything, just going to be forced all the way back. Zephyr still chasing him. I think it's a little bit of a waste of time for the Rubik, perhaps, and we are going to have First Blood actually down bottom. Is he instead just... Okay, he gets a ward down. It's going to give some vision if the Medusa's playing inside of the jungle. And DENDI, alright, here they go. Trying for it. Exorcism also popped. Are there going to be any TP rotations? It is the Rubik making his way in. DENDI already completely out of mana, no stick charges. He's trying to get the Mango out of his backpack, but he gets brought down, and looks like Death Prophet just sees the Rubik and going to dive for a little bit more. The Ghosts are getting distracted, but now they find the Rubik. He almost gets brought down. Still had a couple of stick charges.
Yeah, absolutely. Got the siege creep here, so thinking they're going to want to try and keep it alive for as long as possible. We've got Raven spitting on units.
Getting forced out. Can they get the healing ward? Roar coming through. Is he going to choose to Shadow Realm the hero? Yes, he does. Healing ward still helping to keep Raven alive. Omni Slash now coming in. Ohio. This was maybe a bit of a dumb dive at this point. Velo does TP in here. They get the lift back into the stomp, into the double edge, and Tigers find a fantastic turnaround. There is some stuff that it's helpful against, like silence. Ooh, Raven. Use the spin up top. Ohio summon up the Necro. They've also got the Fear coming in. He won't be able to get the Omni Slash off. He gets forced straight into these brambles, and down he goes. They're looking for a little bit of a turnaround. Felix does just turn and put a stun out over onto DENDI, but it's the Tinker Ward potentially. Raven spinning. Ohio once again has the Roar available. Are we just going to see the same fate again? Good defensive swap out. Raven, though, still being chased down by Felix. The Omni Slash coming through, but it's just bouncing out of the creeps, and they've already killed off one. Raven so low, sliver of HP. Nico Baby now coming up. They're trying to turn this around onto the Beastmaster. Can they kill him off? They will manage to. It's a 2-for-2 trade as the rest of Warriors Gaming arrive, but the Stampede...
I'm a little bit surprised, honestly, that Warriors Gaming haven't taken a couple more objectives than they have. Yeah. You know, I think Tigers have done a pretty good job, Velo especially, right? He's been able to push forward, he's able to take both of those towers in the top lane. Speaking of Velo,
summons the Necrobook. Nice silence, gonna help keep him alive a little bit longer. Centaur waiting on the stomp, finally gets it out, but Yamate's ready with the shield. Velo defensively swapped away. Are they gonna go for the Roar? No, don't even need to. They just burn down 1437. Can Zephyr actually just walk this one off? Alright, no, he
just
actually
ran
out
out
of the shield. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Okay, they need to get more out of this Metamorphosis, so they're heading to Roche. They're going to pop the Exorcism for that. Rubik does have a buyback, and there's only like a quarter duration left. This would actually be a decent team fight, I think, to take if you're Tigers, but it's just dropping so fast.
Absolutely. I mean, have they got the Abaddon curse yet? No, not quite
they
yet.
Got the Brambles onto 2. Roar now getting dropped in the Vengeful Spirit. The Fear coming in. Centaur's tanky, but they're now running on top of him as well. Curse Crown about to pop, and Tigers may have made a bit of a major blunder. Juggernaut does have the spin available. DENDI sitting up on the high ground, just raining down auto attacks. They do end up popping the ultimate on the Abaddon. It's just based on the like positioning and the pings and stuff. Oh, they want the Death Prophet. Can they kill her? They don't quite get the swap timing. She's gonna get some Spirit Siphons out, and the Abaddon's here to help as well. Breaks the lift immediately. The Siphons won't do enough to save him. Nico Baby's running in, thinks about this fight, but decides against it. Medusa is losing a lot of mana, and Nico Baby now just deciding to turn in and run at them. Cursed Crown doesn't want to hit the rest of his team, so Velo just going to tank it out, but Nico Baby runs straight past him onto Zephyr. They're going to come back for the Centaur kill later. They secure the Rubik. Velo trying to jump through, trying to TP out, but he's going to get feared immediately as now the Metamorphosis gets popped, and Nico Baby finds a double kill as they continue their march. We talked about it not necessarily being a great game for Jug. Oh, Velo getting run at by a hasted Abaddon here. Yamate still chasing after him. Alright, what have they got? They do have the Miscoil. They're just going to go for Zephyr instead with the Roar. He's trapped in the brambles. There's a shrine here just a few meters away. He does get the deny with the stolen Miscoil. That's a nice play, but Warriors Gaming are still chasing for more. They get the silence onto the Centaur. Velo about to have some body blocks coming his way, and I don't think he's going to escape from this. Warriors Gaming setting up all the damage. He's tanky, but that's only going to mean it takes a couple of extra seconds to bring him down. And we've already got Nico Baby over at mid, popping the Metamorphosis, just looking at Raven. The spin's already being used. Raven's just getting chased down here. DENDI does manage to push back the Terrorblade, and is going to be going for a Scotty, so we're not quite in Rapier territory or anything just yet. Oh, the Fear catching out onto 3. They're going to immediately roar the Rubik once again, preventing any steals. Velo pops his auras, but that's all he can really do in a fight like this. Yamate is forced into the early ultimate. They've got the Death Prophet running in, but a big Cursed Crown stunning 3. Gonna keep the Death Prophet alive for a little bit longer as she now uses through most of Raven's ultimate, but this is not good for Warriors Gaming as they're gonna end up losing 3. Who are they gonna go on first? Velo probably not the ideal target. Tigers regrouping a little bit now. Ohio jumping in, but he's trapped inside of the trees. DENDI does get the Stone Gaze out. Nico Baby popping everything. The Roar now coming through, but Ohio's been stoned. He's in big trouble. Stampede pushing them forward, but Nico Baby's up on the high ground. They swap back Zephyr defensively, but it's not enough to keep him alive. Centaur's in trouble down on the low ground. Exorcism works him down as Yo is also chasing forward onto DENDI, and that MKB is just too much damage. Nico Baby finds the double, and it just seems like Tigers can't take this fight outside of their base. The Jug silenced up, right-click down. He even got the Omni Slash off in that fight, but just didn't seem to do nearly enough.
Ohio just to be able to get something out of that encounter. But even despite their more of the swap.
Swap, they're forcing a fight here. This is pretty good for Tigers. They can keep this going. Terrorblade going in. He doesn't have the Metamorphosis, but he's got the right clicks. He brings down 1437. He sunders onto DENDI. They've got the chase now. He's slowed down. He's rooted. Tigers thinking that Terrorblade couldn't do anything without the Metamorphosis, but Nico Baby is going to prove them more than wrong. The Death Prophet even still alive, getting saved by the Abaddon. Triple kill for Nico Baby. Zephyr doing what he can from the sidelines.
With all of those abilities up, and if they could have had the DD alongside all of that, it could have been a complete one-way encounter.
Straight into the base. Ohio with the Roar. Onto the Centaur. Silence onto the Juggernaut. Can't really do anything to help. Fear coming through. Find that first kill. Very quickly working through this tier 3 tower. You said 3 or 4 seconds earlier, Danog, and that's pretty much all it took. Actually, Warriors Gaming are just going for the throat. Straight onto the tier 4. Raven spinning forward. Exorcism now popped. 3 seconds to go on the Metamorphosis. Is this just game?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Meta, Manta, game.
Fade Bolt slows things down just a tiny bit. They're going to pop the Omni Slash and jump in here, but borrowed time gets popped. Ravens get soaked up there. Death Prophet trying to heal. Might actually get right-click down. The Cursed Crown keeping them back a little bit. 1437 with the defensive swap. Puts himself in harm's way, but Warriors Gaming Unity taking that in spectacular fashion.
I'm going to say my Timbersaw was the right pick. Okay. It's an invoke.
I think Yamate would really like to suicide to the tower if possible. Just forcing out more spells, more mana from Tigers. And if he could then run past it. Oh no! Gets level 2, gets the Soul Rip, and pops Velo. Alright, I think that seems like a little bit of a misclick. And Yamate, like I said, he's just gonna head to that tier 2 tower, come back with full HP and mana, grab some items for Nico Baby if he wants anything. Nico Baby's just diving for this kill onto Zephyr, and he gets it for free. So a little bit of bonus farm for him. Shackle going out onto the Sand King. Ohio 2-man Burrow Strike going back through. They're looking for 1437. Damage is pretty good. The Sunstrike not really positioned properly, though. I think they're still going to finish that kill, but it looks like Felix is also going to end up falling. 1-for-1 support trade across the map. A little bit of mana wasted for that Sunstrike. Well, and they just die.
Maybe it's not anything that they need to do to the Ursa. Maybe they need to do things to other people. Bot lane, though.
Oh, DENDI taking big damage. Sunstrike coming through. Chasing after him. Down he goes. Velo, only level 5. Warriors Gaming rotating the Sand King, getting him active early. And Velo looks like he's also going to be brought down. Does get saved for a little bit longer with his raindrops, but for DENDI.
I think they're definitely waiting for at least Yamate to hit level 4, just because every level of the Undying, it just feels like it's
Raven with the backstab, coming in with the pincer. Can they do anything about him? The lift's already been used. He's beelining straight for Yamate. 1437 with the shackles is going to get Sunstruck down. It's a 1-for-1 support trade as the troll does manage to TP out. Felix just gets his hand on the enchant totem. Gives them some nice Roshan potential that they might not otherwise have.
Going into the Diffusal Blade as well.
Oh, Epicenter getting channeled up onto Raven. He's fast, though, getting out of range. Nico Baby slowing him down. The Enrage now used. He doesn't have a TP scroll. There's also a Shrine here, but trouble for the Troll Warlord. He does have his ultimate available. Doesn't want to pop it just yet. Nico Baby thinking about the turnaround. Now goes for it. DENDI being focused. 1437 lifted up, trapped inside the Sandstorm. He's going to be brought down. Looks like Nico Baby will end up falling to DENDI. 170 stolen damage. Just a 1-for-1 so far as the Deafening Blast will bring down Velo. Tigers are posturing for something at mid here.
They've got the Blink Dagger on the Earthshake. Not sure if they had in the previous.
They jumped in. Shadow Shaman a little bit out of position. 143-7 just going to be brought down. And DENDI getting caught by the Meteor. Just getting burned out. Netherwoods dropped inside of the trees, but Warriors Gaming take 2 immediate pickoffs. Ursa kills this pretty darn quickly. He's already got the overpower stacks up and the cooldown. The tornado coming through, but it doesn't actually connect.
Zephyr.
They have to get in here and try and contest. Zephyr's ready to close off the ramp with the Fissure. Echo Slam jumps in on top of 2. They will throw out the Meteor. It's pushing back the Ursa. He loses the Aegis immediately. Warriors Gaming could still be taking this team fight. DENDI's actually trapped inside of the Serpent Horns in the pit. What have you done? 143-7. Raven now running it off, but DENDI's just completely caught. 4 for nothing. We'll make it 5 for nothing as well with the Aegis being claimed. Tigers, I mean, they'd like to use this BKB on the Ursa effectively. He's going to get hit by the Sunstrike. Nope, just missing. BKB popped and Rage also used. Is this just going to be the Yamate kill? Yamate was pleading for a Force Staff there, but it was already on cooldown. Zephyr jumps in, gets the combo, but Raven can't commit anymore. He's already used everything. He knows that if he sticks around in this fight, he's just going to end up dying, so I think the right call from Raven, and just a weird call from Zephyr. Okay.
And even the mid lane is in danger of having high ground breached. No epicenters, so they don't have to worry about that. But
Yamate just puts the ward on the high ground. 143-7 immediately caught out, and now the Ursa getting kited. They've already got some zombies on him. He's running over onto Ohio. Can they actually bring this man down? Nope, Raven doesn't quite have the damage. Warriors Gaming just charge at him. Velo buying back, but it's going to be an instant dieback, it looks like, for this Pugna. Felix chasing a little bit further forward. He gets the Fissure. They've locked down the Earthshaker. The Yule's sending him up, and he gets brought right down. That is a 4 for nothing.
That was a perfect Echo Slam. All 5 of them grouped together, one spot, and still not confident to be able to turn it around. They're still trying for something though. Smoked up. Be hoping for the initiation coming from Zephyr, but he keeps in that smoke.
Oh, Echo Slam now coming in, but it's only on the troll, and it's hardly doing any damage. The Fissure does connect out onto a couple more. Felix grabs himself the Fissure. 143-7 out of mana. DENDI's only got a couple of seconds left on the BKB. He is stealing decent damage from the troll. Can they bring down this Invoker? They will manage to.
Does give them a glimmer of hope here on Tigers, but it's still not looking. Ohio's actually right there.
Oh, lands the 2-man burst strike. That's gonna send them packing immediately. Oh, Ohio in some trouble though, taking the auto attacks, still getting healed, but will be brought down. They got the bash. Couldn't jump away. Stolen Fissure coming back the opposite direction. Actually kills off DENDI. Felix with the Fade Bolt has enough damage, and with that, I think Warriors Gaming have just secured themselves this Roshan contest.
And they're doing plenty of damage right now on Warriors Gaming, so we can see with Nico Baby, he's now building into the building into the Lincoln Sphere. Changing into this
Valkyrie just setting up his combo. Once again, we see Ursa dropping his BKB just to kill off the Undying. The Fissure catching on to 2. Velo in trouble, will be able to pop the Glimmer Cape, but he won't be able to escape. Ohio chasing for more. 143-7. But now they see him. It is daytime. Fissure onto Nico Baby, but he's got the Aegis. He's got a BKB, jump forward from the Rubik. Stolen Fissure, turn it around onto DENDI. Finally pops the BKB, but he's in no position to keep on fighting. They do drop the Echo, but it's just on Rubik, and he's actually Force Staffed away, surviving a little bit longer. The Fissure's coming off cooldown soon. He'll be able to keep the chain stun going on the Ursa, who's now being hit by the Yules. Straight down into the Invoker combo. Raven does pop the BKB, but we've seen this story before. He just goes for Yamate, and the BKB doesn't even last long enough. He gets interrupted by the Cold Snap. Ohio finding another 2-man Burrow Strike. Great combos from him this game. 143-7 gets run down. Nico Baby still got the Aegis, so he is going to keep on trucking onto DENDI. Raven buying back. Who's he going to go for? Might be the Invoker. He's thinking about it, but dangerous position for him. Invoker immediately cheeses. They know that Raven doesn't have the BKB, so they're just going to kite him into oblivion. The Sunstrike doesn't land, but they don't even need it, and that is the good game. And with that, that's it for Tigers. They are out of the qualifiers here for the minor. Warriors Gaming moving forward